Hey, it's Patrick O'Driscoll, co-founder and CEO here at the Visionary Group. And in today's partner interview, I'm sitting down with Meribod, the founder of Panda Subs. In this client interview, Meribod walks through his experience working with us at TVG. I think over the last 6+ months, we've worked with Meribod and we're gearing up for a big Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now, if you would like me to personally audit your e-commerce brand, I'll leave a link down below to schedule in your free core growth audit. So let's dive into this partner interview with Meribod from Panda Subs. I'm here with Meribod, founder of Panda Subs, who we've been working with for a while now. Meribod, can you just introduce yourself and maybe give a little bit of background to your company and what products you sell?
My name is Meribod. I founded Panda Subs with my wife and my business partner in the heart of the pandemic. And initially, it was kind of like to create some products to be able to feed some of our stores because we were in the brick-and-mortar business, and eventually kind of took a life of its own. And here we are today. So yeah,
Nice.
and we kind of, when we started Panda Supplements, the reason we called it Panda was because it's my son's favorite animal, and it was kind of like a little bit of a pun on the industry because they take itself so seriously. So we're like, what's better than a panda? He's black, he's Asian, he's white, he's
hmm
he's lazy and funny, but yet it's fierce. So it was kind of like we're like, everybody loves pandas. You can't hate on pandas. So that's kind of like how the concept started, and
Yeah.
then we just didn't know that it was going to become what it is today. It was a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck,
hmm
essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, awesome. Let's take it back to, when we early conversations, you guys were crushing it on the e-commerce side, but what led you to looking for a partner like us in those, original conversations there?
Honestly, we've been always, when we started the business, so we have done everything ourselves.
hmm
My wife made the website, she designed everything. I kind of had to learn, you know, Shopify and try to figure out how to get things on there and try to set up some products online. Now it was easy because we did a lot of wholesale into stores, but we never really knew much about the direct to consumer business. And in my last business, the direct to consumer was kind of run a little bit. We had a team that would run it. So this was all new to me. And we kind of just wanted to, you know, people know when you have your own business, you want to conserve, you want to be frugal when you start. You don't want to be like, here, let's get this guy, this guy, this guy,
Yeah.
this guy. You're paying everything out. You don't know what's going to come in or not. So we did it all ourselves, from marketing to emails to you know doing the website and stuff like that. And we got to kind of to a point where it's like, man, if we want to scale and grow, we need help. And we kind of sat there and talked about it, and there was a couple of different companies that were recommended to us, from different areas and different people. And when we kind of took a stab at it, it didn't come to fruition because I felt like they were just there to take your money, and
hmm
and it didn't pan out. And they were a big company. I remember we worked with them for, I think, 3 to 4 months, and then we went away from that. Then another with someone else was also recommended to us, that we started working with, and we also felt again with them was, we just never, again, it never came to fruition of what was promised based on what the results were. So eventually we kind of wanted to find someone that's within the industry, that's recommended by people in the industry, that really knows the supplement game. And to
hmm
be honest with you, we were able to get a recommendation from Nutrimedia, and TK, who is awesome over there, and he recommended you guys. And I kind of took a look at what you guys have been doing, and eventually jumped on board with you guys, which was one of the best decisions we've made.
Awesome. No, I'm happy to hear that. And tell me more about, obviously it sounded like I actually didn't know this, but you work with a few companies before to handle this. Like, what have you seen as the difference maybe between our approach and their approach? Where
Well, The issue is, the best way I can put it as an example is you can go to a mechanic to fix all types of cars, right?
Mhm.
And that person has a specialty in, hey, I fix cars. So Jaguar, Mercedes, whatever. And the
Mhm.
problem is then, you go there with a Tesla and you're like, hey, I have a Tesla, and the guy's never worked on a Tesla, but he's going to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Um, with us, it was like we were doing supplements, and everyone the people that we were working with, they were doing advertising for all types of companies. They were doing emails for all types of different companies. So they really didn't really know our segment.
Mhm.
So it was the only place it was like with you guys, it was a one-stop shop where it was you guys know the supplement industry.
Mhm.
And so because of you guys know how it works, you guys know the process, it was, it's like taking your Tesla to a Tesla dealership. They've worked on thousands of Teslas. So
Yeah.
to better put it is we found, someone that's a specialist. So instead of just going to a medical doctor, if you have a, issue with your heart, you go to a cardiologist. They've worked with people, they know how to. So this was kind of like that, where it was like, oh, perfect. Like they work with other companies like us. They kind of understand how it works. They know the niche, and they're able to, help with copywriting, put things together, where I'm not supposed to come up with a million different ways, and they're so creative, and they just know the space really well. And I think that's essentially, where I think it was a home run with you guys, because you guys just know our niche so well. Now, I'm not
Mhm.
saying you guys don't know other niches, but for us, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really was the reason that I think it was a very good fit, where I could be hands off with our you know where we would just be like, hey, here is the product, this is what it is, and you guys will come up with these amazing ideas and concepts that I feel like delivers.
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah.
of.
No, I like that. I like that analogy, and I appreciate that. And as a results, it relates to, I know we work very closely with like Alec and you on all this stuff. Like, what has the experience been like working with our team day to day?
To be honest with you, uh, when you're trying to do 100 things is a little hard.
Yeah.
So when things are reliant upon myself or Alec, who does all our marketing and advertisement and stuff like that in house. So it's hard because we got, again, our eggs in so many different baskets, and we still want to be hands on. But to be honest with you, the process has been really easy because I feel like you guys are on top of what you're doing. So it just makes life easier for me and Alec, knowing that we can rely on you guys for those things, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. So
Yeah.
the process has been seamless. It's been easy. Being able to communicate with you guys, same thing. So it's
Yeah.
can't complain on that.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's talk about, some of the work we've done together, on the retention email side. Like, can you speak to maybe the impact that that's had or the results we've been able to generate for your brand?
Yeah, I think that's the best thing I think that you guys have been able to do for us is being able to do the retargeting and getting after people with the emails, but yet still drive home the fact that we're a family, and
Hmm.
and it wasn't just a. I guess everybody just wants to plug and play, right? It's like, hey, it's a generalized thing they want to do, but with you guys, that's not been the case. It's been you guys cater to our niche, what we're trying to do, and the process of how we want to go about things. So I feel like the marketing has been fun. It's been entertaining, just how we wanted it. It's supposed to have been like, oh, this is what we do for everybody, so we're going to do this for you. So it was
Yeah.
catered to what we are about. So absolutely, think that's where everything was delivered on what was promised. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like with the email aspect of things, man, being the fact that you guys just cater it to what our business is about and model
Hmm.
it to how we approach things has been what we love, because it's been fun, it's been entertaining, and I think people just really, really enjoy the content they're getting. And the fact that we get emails all the time about how much they love the emails that were sent out, as before, like, it was all about sales
Yeah. Yeah.
or hey, this is what the specialty is and all that. So I feel like it's been it's been really eye-opening to see that you can actually send emails to people and people get excited about it because it's so funny or
Yeah.
it's entertaining, or and I think people just forget that just emailing is not just about generating sales. It's also about making people feel good and making people smile and making people happy. And I think that's what we've done here with Panda, with your help, is to deliver that with people as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know. So a lot of people think like, oh, people still read emails or they get annoyed by emails. It's like when you have a good brand story can provide value in the inbox, people will actually potentially look forward to your emails and they won't be annoyed if you're just trying to
For
sell them
sure.
stuff all day. So, we always try to have that good blend. And one thing that I remember in our initial conversations is like you guys are, apart from like other supplement brands, is like you guys care a lot about design. You have your like Panda vibe, and you have those characters that you have throughout your email. And a lot of brands, like when they, consider working with us, is like, okay, we have this like look and feel, we have this branding, we have this tone of voice, we have this story. Can this external team actually execute it? So I'd like to hear from you, like, obviously, how have we been able to, translate your brand guidelines, your brand frameworks, and make sure that it looks like it's coming from in-house versus, um, something external or outsourced or not on brand.
I think I think you have really, in order, I think, to put value on something, you're as good as the people that you have, right? So I
Hmm.
feel like you guys have really amazing people working for you, and within the brand that genuinely do care. I think they're younger, more energetic. They want to get after it. They're hungry, and the concept of having in-house versus hiring someone, that you're trying to do a contract with to do something, I
Hmm.
think goes a long way when it comes to businesses looking at it, because they go, well, when you outsource something, they don't really know your business.
Yeah.
And so everything we've done in-house. Everything we do is in-house. We don't have anything that we outsource. Maybe once in a while we'll do some things here and there that we have no choice because it's just so much. But 98% of what we do is in house, and I think
Hmm.
this was the first time where we've gone and got someone else to do this for us, to help us, where it definitely genuinely feels like it's done in house. And I think that's a great saying based on where your team is and how they're doing for us.
Hmm.
They feel like an extension of us here. It's not like they're, it's hard to explain to them
Yeah.
how we process and do things in house. So it's been seamless. And every time we've gone outside before, like when we first brought a company on to help us, we couldn't see eye to eye. I mean, within 2 months, I already knew that this was done, and we terminated our contract
Yeah.
a couple months early. It was a 6 month contract.
Hmm.
And then so this has been a great, I would say, my partner always says, like a marriage, right? So it's like this has been a great marriage, and it's something that we're going to continue with, and hopefully and I'm not the type that hides things, where it's like I don't
Yeah.
try to give away my secrets. I have no secrets. I'm an open book. I've
Hmm.
recommended you guys to many other people that have asked us um, uh, to start working with you, because I feel like the more work you have, the better you do. My friends or other people that work with you guys can also succeed and do better based on the talents that you guys have. But at the same time, it helps you guys build and have better people,
Yeah.
educate people, and get better people on your team. So it goes hand in
Yeah.
hand. So
Yeah.
yeah. So to answer your question, because I think I went a little tangent, but I feel like you guys are, the way you guys go about the process, I feel like you guys are a part of the team, not just an external, company that we're hiring overseas to do
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been a pleasure.
Awesome. No, I really, really appreciate that again. And could you speak to like what results or wins stand out most to you since partnering with us?
I always see that the growth, for our direct to consumer. I know I was looking at it the other day. We're up over 30% from last year, which is fantastic.
Mhm.
But to be honest with you, it's really the regenerating and retargeting the audience that we have and knowing how to do that is what really changed it for us. Because again, like I said, we've done everything in house, um, and we didn't really know the techniques and the way to approach these things, and having your team know what they're doing has really helped us not only capture the current audience that we have, but also bring in new audiences that are intrigued by the whole Panda supplements line, and trying to get them to not only like the line, enjoy the line, but become a fan.
Yeah.
So we're not, we want people to love the brand. I mean, I know we make great products, and we're all about it, but in today's day, you want people to be a fan of your business, and I feel like you guys have done that with these cool emails and the cool marketing behind it, and getting people to actually become a fan of Panda Subs, as opposed to just like a place that sells products.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially with supplement brands too. It's such a competitive landscape. It's great to hear the growth
Yeah,
year over year. And yeah, I mean, really, the profit is built in retaining your customers because you guys work so hard to obviously acquire these people on ads and other channels.
yeah,
If we can retain them, that's where we're able to get that
sure.
nice profitable acquisition with all the retention stuff. So awesome. Well, I'm one more question, one or two more questions here. What would you say to someone that might be considering working with us, or maybe someone in your shoes before, and why would you potentially recommend them to us? I know you mentioned you've already recommended some people, but what do you say to them?
Honestly, my take is, I think sometimes some companies get complacent.
Hmm.
um, they're happy with where they're at, and I feel like they lose the hunger to want to grow. And I think you guys are in an infancy stages of where you guys are at as a business,
Hmm.
and I feel like you guys want to grow and you're hungry, and I feel like you understand that word of mouth gets around, so you try to deliver, to the best of your abilities. And if you feel like you're lacking in any area, I think you guys make up for it by trying to make things better. And
Yeah.
you guys, by doing that, I feel like, with any company, my recommendation would be try it, because give them a shot. And if you feel like, if in 3 to 6 months they're not everything that they say they're going to do, then you can always move on.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you guys go above and beyond in that, from the very beginning all the way to where we're now, um, uh, to kind of show that you guys are worth every penny that you guys are getting, but at the same time, you guys actually genuinely care, which I love.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like to anybody that I would recommend it, is like, if you're in our space and you want someone to really do some killer marketing and really great campaigns, and be able to kind of take over your flows, and really take it to the next level with all the new requirements and all the
Yeah.
you know ways that it's hard to do acquisitions when it comes to meta and marketing, and all these other avenues that potentially are putting roadblocks up. Once you kind of get these funnels going, and get these things set up for yourself, or with your marketing and emails, I feel like it could be a game changer for any business.
Yeah.
And at least everything that you're doing now, this will definitely heighten and take your business up another 20 to 30%, in my opinion.
Love it. Love it. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the transparency. Merbod, thank you so much for
You
jumping on
got it, man.
this. I really
Of course.
appreciate it.